Thank you for coming with us today. Today we're going to be a fun day. We're going to learn all about how to make deep fried Oreos. And you can purchase your kit today at bulkcandystore.com. The fun fair where you can get fun fair treats and the secret recipe that we use at the fair. We've been doing it at the fair for over 20 years with accolades on The View and the Today Show. So, right now, let's get going. We're going to figure out now how to make the deep fried Oreos. This is how we're going to start today. We're going to open up our kit. We're going to take out the super secret recipe batter. This is not pancake batter. This is not batter you're going to buy from the store. This is batter you're only going to get from Fun Fair Treats. You're going to take the batter. You're going to magically cut the top off. You're going to pour it into your bowl. Now today we're going to give you tips that you don't get anywhere else. You're going to learn super secrets that you won't learn from anybody without at least 20 years of experience. You're going to take 1 cup of water. You're going to mix it in. You're going to take your spatula and you're going to mix it up real good. And you're going to make sure that the batter is exactly how you want it. You don't want it too thick and you don't want it too thin. Because if it's too thick, you won't be able to dip. And if it's too thin, you won't be able to not dip, as they say. All right, so now, as you can see, that is way too thick. So what we're gonna do is we have another 1/4 cup of water here, because it says 1 cup. I put about half of that in there, and I'm gonna mix that again. And sometimes it takes a little bit more, sometimes it takes a little bit less. Make it to your liking. That's more like a dough. You don't want the dough. What you actually want is you want it to be a little bit soupy. So I'm gonna put the rest of it in here. I might need a little bit more. I think I'm gonna need a little bit more on this one. All right. I added some more water here. Like it says, 1 1/4 cups is fine, but sometimes you just need a little bit more. So I've got it mixed up here pretty good. What I want you to do is, this is one of the secrets that we don't list anywhere else. Take the batter, stick it in the refrigerator, and leave it in there for about an hour. And then when it comes out, through the magic of television, I'm gonna switch it out now for the batter that's already made. And this is pretty much the consistency you want right here. Not soup, but then again, it's great for dipping Oreos. Because we do this a lot here at Bulk Candy Store, we use a fry-later, but you at home are going to use a frying pan with about 1.5 inches of oil. Heat it up, just be careful now, okay? To about 375 degrees. When it gets nice and hot is when you want it. If it's not hot enough, your items will not cook properly. They're going to melt right to the bottom. You got to make sure it gets that sear effect when it goes into the oil. You'll hear crispiness and the popping like you do at the fair. All right. Now that we've got our Oreos in the batter, what we're going to do is we're going to do what we call the State Fair flip. We're going to take it, give it a good flip, get a good coating on it, and what you want is, see how it's coated nicely? Grab it at the edge with your tongs, and you want to just drop it in. You don't want to put your tongs in now, because if you put your tongs in, you're going to start cooking the edge of your tongs. So you put as many as you want to go in, okay? We're going to put 6 in here today. All right, and then I'm going to show you another little trick. Hear that sizzle? That's what you really want, that little bit of sizzle you got going on there. Wow, you hear it? It's just fantastic. Whew. All right, now we've got all 6 in here now. Now what you don't want to do is you don't want to put your tongs inside. Okay, so at this point you want to take your tongs over and you want to clean your tongs and you want to dry them completely. But again, since we have them and we do it all the time, we have a second spare set. And you want to be careful at this point. You want to make sure you don't get too close to the fry-later. Okay, so, as you can see, another great tip is you get 2 items in one here. Not only are you going to get a nice brown Oreo. That's what you want. You want them brown on both sides. But this is what we call funnel cake parts. You get little funnel cake parts that you get to eat later on, and you can throw them on top if you want. It's a great little thing. You can actually take some of the batter and drizzle it inside and do the same thing. But remember now, just be really, really careful. That oil is really hot and it's going to burn. So, see how nice and crispy brown it is? just remember when you take it out of the oil, it does cook for another couple seconds because the oil doesn't just magically come off the Oreos. Wow, can you hear that? Just listen for a second. That is the sound of what we call deep fried goodness. This is what we call the Oreo tail. It's fun to eat and fun to play with when you get it out. What you have to do is you take your deep fried boats we gave you with the kit, the Fun Fair kit. Take your Oreos, you line them up nice and neat because you don't want to be sloppy because everything's supposed to look great for your eating palate. Wow. It's like second nature after doing it for so many years. Look at that. That is one perfect set of Oreos. So what we did today is we also included with the kits that you can get. You got your powdered sugar, which you can't forget, okay? Oh, look at all that goodness going on there. Whew. Don't be shy on it. If you run out, you can always go to the store and get some more powdered sugar. And then Hershey syrup. Woo, that's the good stuff there. But let me tell you something, if you don't like the Hershey syrup on it, there's a lot of different things you can do. And there you have, folks, the perfect set of State Fair deep fried Oreos from the Fry Guy, who's been doing it for over 20 years. But don't forget now, they're super hot. And like I said, if you don't like chocolate, get yourself a little bit of strawberries, or add a little bit of whipped cream on it, and have yourself a sundae on top. Enjoy, guys. Now that you've gotten a piece of my 20 years experience, if you like, go to the link below and click on it. You can buy any one of the other kits. We have the Twinkie, the Snickers, the Oreos, or my personal favorite, the Buckeye, straight from Ohio. But remember now, click like, click subscribe. Like I said, I don't know which way they go. And click the link down below to get more of this deep fried goodness sent right to your house so you can start on your next 20 years of being an expert in the deep fried business.